Kind of.
Ooh, wee. We're back, and it's entirely my fault that we weren't here because work and stuff, and my mind was fried, and nobody else could think of a topic. That's me trying to blame other people, but it's my fault. Speaking of it's my fault, there's Richie here.
Yeah, they tried to replace me, and I'm fucking back now.
And Andrew.
I've always been here.
And sad me, Ryan. Welcome to the Irrelevant Information Society, doing all the high school research that you refused to do, and that's why you were a C student. I kind of was a B, C student, but whatever. Today,
In a few ways.
yeah, few ways, in like the creative stuff. Okay, so slight tangent before we actually get into the topic. I actually did have a couple of AP classes, so I had AP Art. No, I only had one AP class, AP Art. But when I got my like accreditation for it, they're like, we recognize that you got this like 3.0 or whatever, like this A in AP Art, and we also recognize that you got this 2.0 in French. And I'm like, I never fucking took French, let alone AP French. What's going on? I have no idea what that was
to this
about.
day, my
Yeah.
life has never been the same.
Like, I mean, did they just like see my art and be like, well, he must know French.
This is very French of him.
This art's very French.
Maybe he is French.
I had microbiology, and I was like, this is lame. Let's change this out for an art class. And it was the best art class I ever had.
Called microartology. This is best, but also similar. Did you have any AP classes or advanced classes, Andrew?
I did not.
Andrew, keeping us grounded from the elites that we are. Right, so we're going to talk about Black Friday. I have a retail job, which is why we missed a month due to burnout and me not being able to do stuff. I think at that point, maybe later on, around December, we'll do what we talked about and just do like the edits sort of cheat day a month if that happens again. Unless it's not on me, in which case one of these fuckers will have to come up with something. But Black Friday. So going into this, I'm going to state this a little different. My main question was going by the adage that they have that Black Friday was the day that companies went black.
The devil comes out?
No, because like the idea is like they operate in the red for most of the year, like at a deficit. And Black Friday, because of how many people buy stuff, they end up going even or into profit.
They're in the black.
Yes. But, so originally when I did the research, I was like, okay, but like they're going in the profit because they're selling a lot, and they're selling a lot because they're offering things so cheaply. Why not just have those prices all year round if it's such a fucking big deal for you? Turns out the adage is just them trying to rename Black Friday because it used to be pretty fucking horrible. And turns out that the deals that come across like every week are usually a lot better for the consumer than trying to get stuff on Black Friday. Richie will also back me up on this because we used to work at the same place.
Hell.
He left. But like Black Friday, once doing research, it didn't surprise me, but they're selling the things super cheap that are actually cheap. There are specific TVs that come out for Black Friday that are like maybe a little better than the regular versions, but still lesser versions of like Samsung will come out with a specific TV that is only maybe slightly better than their lowest quality.
Isn't also that to get rid of the older models too?
That is also true. So it's a way of getting overstock, and they also make things specifically cheaply, which is why maybe game consoles.
That's why your RCA
bundles.
TVs and all those
like
good high dollar brands.
And also
cheaper.
there's the mentality of like get people in the door for these low costing things, and maybe with the money that they believe that they save, they'll buy a bigger high-end.
Accessories.
Well, accessories or a high-end model.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, oh, I saved money on this 42.3-inch TV. It's only $100. Yeah, it's only $100. So now I can buy that HP laptop for $650.
Yep.
Which is still a pretty cheap for a laptop. So anyway, let's go on in that. Most common story repeated behind post-Thanksgiving shopping lid, Black Friday tradition links to retailers. The story goes, the entire year of operating at a loss, aka in the red, as I just said. Stores supposedly end a profit the day after Thanksgiving because of how holiday shoppers blew so much money on discounted merchandise. Though it's true, companies record losses in the red and profits in black during their accounting. Black Friday's origin is not necessarily accurate. Let's see. So there's two stories. One was saying like this was true, and it seemed like it was scummy, and the other one was a little bit worse. So we're going to do the worst one first. So, true story behind Black Friday. There's at least 2 or 3 sources, including History Channel and Britannica, for those of you who want to fake your research along. Let's see, back in the 1950s, police in the city of Philadelphia used the term to describe chaos that ensued the day after Thanksgiving when hordes, this is History Channel's writing, of suburban shoppers and tourists flooded the city. Hordes. Hordes of, let's see, suburban shoppers and tourists. Hordes of white people flooded into the city in advance of the big Army-Navy football game held on Saturday each year. Not only would Philly cops not be able to take the day off, but they would have to work extra long shifts dealing with additional crowds and traffic. Shoplifters would also take advantage of the bedlam, and the stores making off with merchandise, adding to more headache. So, that is the Philadelphia-specific 1950s origin, which, because it's really, like, in Philadelphia, I can understand why some other websites did not take that to mean for that to mean Black Friday, because the other one affects the U.S. entirely and is maybe a little bit worse. Okay. It's only worse in terms of other fucking people causing another depression and not necessarily having to do with riots and it's white collar white people problem versus blue collar white people problem. Yeah. So another story comes from us from September 24th, 1869. Oh, so this is the older one. Yeah, I misread that because I'm dumb. Make sure you read thoroughly, kids. 1869, when plummeting gold prices participated in the securities market panic. The crash of the gold market was because of Jay Gould and James Fisk, who I'll get back to. I actually looked them up independently, so we knew exactly who these fuckers were. Basically, they tried to buy up all the gold, so the price would be high, so they could sell it back at exorbitant prices. When President Ulysses Grant became aware of what they were doing, he basically sold government gold on the market to try and break this hold. Unfortunately, while it did break their hold, it also broke the market in general, causing a giant collapse in the gold market and a panic in the rest of the markets as well. Because I believe that's still when we were having the gold standard as actual gold standard. So, what about this Jay Gould and James Fisk? What about these fuckers? Well, I'm glad one of you asked.
Jay Gould. What about him?
Tell us about him. So, Jay Gould was born May 27th, 1836. He was an American railroad executive, financier, and speculator. He was a robber baron. He was one of the railroad barons of that time. And his friend, James Fisk, born April 1st, 1834, was a financier known as the Burnham of Wall Street, who was, securities manipulations and railroad raiding. So they were pretty much hand in hand of like white collar barren crime. And they're like, oh, we'll fucking get the fucking gold market. It'll be great. And then it failed. Let's see. Scheme started to fail. The stock market began to cause everyone to go bankrupt. Stock market crash, causing prices to fall 20%. And with the disruption of gold prices, caused another agricultural products to plummet about 50%. Possible link to morphing the idea that Black Friday was a huge profit and lowering the prices right after. So before I go into what I saw was like the only significant thing, I remember reading that they were originally, in order to get away from the Philadelphia thing, they tried to redo Black Friday as like Big Friday or like Super Friday or whatever.
Big Friday.
Super
But
Friday.
that never really took. So companies used Black Friday again, but this time using this is the time when we go black as their rebranding strategy to sell you the cheap shit you don't need.
They can sit on your shelf and collect studs for years.
That's right, Talisman. You stay right there. I've actually used it more this year than I have in the past. Also, there's the advent of Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday, I think, of this past year, I remember reading, overtook Black Friday in terms of sales.
Yeah.
For, like, it was either this year or 2 years ago, it overtook Black Friday in terms of sales, which doesn't necessarily surprise me. There's a lot less... I guess in
going
terms
out and a lot more staying in.
Yeah, but also...
And the internet.
Yeah. In terms of expenses, shipping directly rather than having to ship to the store to sell from the store and then running the risk of the overstock coming in.
Mm-hmm.
If you do all your sales online, you could always get the precise amount of what you need.
Yeah.
Until you run out, and in which case you have to back order. So the significance of Black Friday, some people, people with spending money and hefty sums are notoriously busy shopping day. Sales chalked on Black Friday are often thought as a litmus test for the overall economic condition of the country. And the way economists, I was going to say economists.
I know you know English. Okay.
To measure confidence of the average American when it comes to discretionary spending. There are people who actually think that the lower amount of spending Black Friday is a harbinger of slow economic growth. And then there are people who don't think that it has any view of the future economy at all. So, woo. I didn't actually get the answer to the question, as I said before, why not just have the cheap shit on sale all the time, is because sometimes that cheap shit is made specifically for that day, and it's always cheap shit anyway. And you should, instead of waiting till Black Friday, let me put it this way, unless it's something that the manufacturer knows is going to sell well, like a football game or whatever, like an EA game, like they know it's going to sell well. So when it comes out near Black Friday, they of course are going to sell it for $40 instead of the $60, because they know that the quantity and microtransactions is where they're going to make it up. Mm-hmm. So they don't really care that much. But in terms of like getting a computer and stuff, you're better off looking for the sales for the rest of the week. And I would even go one step further. If you're looking for a sales event for something that is like important, wait for the tax-free days, because you can get a laptop or whatever on the tax-free days, local state tax-free, and it'd probably be cheaper than the Black Friday.
Yeah,
stuff.
Also Black Friday sales have now stretched into the previous few weeks before. Yeah. So a lot of people hold out for those sacred Black Friday prices, not knowing that they're going on the entire 3 weeks before Black Friday.
Yeah, they'll be like...
So don't be Black Friday biased.
Yeah, there'll be...
miss the opportunity.
There'll be flashes before the week, but usually, so this past year, a week before and into a week after, there's been a lot of the Black Friday
well, they actually call it Green Tuesday. the day after Cyber Monday, and it stretches till the Friday.
Yeah,
And that's just another sell point of, hey, we're continuing our Black Friday specials for a whole nother fucking week.
Yeah, because we still have the stuff, because people didn't come in because virus, and we couldn't let you in. Anything else? I'm looking at the thing. We just passed 15 minutes. This is going to be the saddest of episodes. I now just remembered that I have to do 2 different topics whenever I speak because I speak with so much authority.
I just burn through my information so fast. And nobody questions anything.
Yeah, so kids, if you're listening, seriously, I've told you History Channel and Britannica. Let's see, there's Investopedia, and there's a couple of it, when I copy paste it gives me the notations. But this, legitimately, if you need to do a 15-minute presentation in your class, fucking rip this, man. I don't know what to tell you. Obviously you're going to have to put in your own words, and you're going to have to find what piece of this bullshit you find more interesting. But, I don't care, and we have maybe 10 subscribers, so chances are your teacher doesn't know yet.
Your teachers might never find out either.
But, okay, this is public information public information that we just Googled that we're giving you. I don't think any of us care if this stuff gets regurgitated in a different light, suspending as the information we got was public to begin with.
Yeah.
So, if anything, it's just organized loosely in this format.
It's the loose lunch meat of the sandwich.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
or the fries that are in the bag.
Yeah. The only thing that you probably shouldn't do, although I think it'd be hilarious if you did, is take this exact recording and then play it as your presentation.
Scrap his ideas. Take this recording. Play it. It's yours.
Only for a good fee of $19.99 a month.
Cut up Richie's voice so it sounds like he's singing a Celine Dion song. See if you can do that.
Yes.
That is more time and effort than I spent researching this topic for you. Granted, it'll be all in one place. All right. So, yeah, I think that's all I have.
Well, that's unfortunate. You should have looked and saw when people started camping outside for the prices. And when people started dressing up as bears, tearing down their tents.
Yeah, I don't know. That part of people being crazy didn't interest me. It was mainly, like I said earlier, why is it sold at these prices all the time?
Yeah.
And
because they're corporate America.
Yeah, it's because capitalism gonna capital.
Yeah. Well, to answer your question about when some people started camping, always the night before. But I think that's recently, probably after they started doing Black Fridays, people was like, oh man, to beat the rush, just camp outside the store.
Yeah. I actually haven't seen any campers the last few years.
I mean, yeah, this year. But I think they might be breaking that.
I'm going to camp outside for this $400 TV.
Which, because the sales go online, instead of camping out, you could literally just
order it online.
Don't
be a small, tiny brain. Be big brain.
Play 4D chess with your money. And then when you see it go away, you'll be like, at least I spent it smartly on something dumb.
Yep, the workers don't want to be there. You don't want to be there. Order your shit online.
You don't want to see the contempt in the workers' eyes seeing you being there.
Black Friday was actually one of my favorite days to work because no manager can keep track of you in the chaos. So I'd just walk around, have a great time living life, eating the sandwiches and stuff.
Richie got fired for kicking too many Black Friday customers in the shin whenever they asked him for help. They're like, "Can you hit me?" He's like, "Get out of here. I don't have to listen to you."
I take off the uniform and start shopping myself.
He used his uniform shirt to try and choke out somebody who said that they wanted to speak to his manager, and then the manager walked by and said, "Who did this?" And Richie said, "She just fainted. I was fanning her face."
I have actually had somebody come up to me and say, "I want to speak to your manager on Black Friday," and I laughed. I was like, "Okay, I'll go grab him."
Hey, I said, "Good luck finding him." And I would have just walked away and said, "Good luck finding him."
Oh, I went to go tell him. I said, "Hey, manager," because that's how you address your manager.
Your manager, some
hey,
person over there.
Manager, somebody wants to talk to you.
That's how you
on
address
Black Friday.
Yeah, that's how you address your manager when you're trying to protect your identity, kind of, and their identity, definitely. No, that's actually another thing I never really understood. So we used to, and I not take returns on the day and the week of, but this past year we were taking returns.
Really?
And I was just like, okay, but why?
Yeah, because I'm going to buy something, put a brick in it, and return it right then and there.
There you go.
Yes, this brick doesn't work. Thank you.
This great machine right here. It's not for me.
I bought a blender, and it has a brick inside of it.
Yeah, I bought this nice microwave from you.
I tried the Will It Blend challenge, and it turns out it just mixes cement and doesn't necessarily blend cement.
Yeah, that does not. And also, I couldn't get it out dried up real quickly, and I couldn't get it out either. So here you go.
I like my cement blended.
Shaken, not stirred. All right, so let's see. Who's next? I think it's actually on Richie. Yeah.
Me. No sneak peeks. You get nothing.
Okay. So, hey, if you want to see stuff that I also have been not actually attending to, try the YouTube channel Already in Progress. That's where I do animations and also videos, and you can see my stupid face. You can also see Andrew's stupid face in some of them. I have some skits that are live action. I'm hopefully going to be able to have enough energy to continue animation stuff. All the recordings for that stuff is done. I just need to do it, but I work full time, and therefore everything is terrible. This was supposed to be a way to be able to produce stuff more regularly. Can you tell that it's going well? Anyway, we also have the Patreon, which is my Patreon. I only have one patron. Cody, we love you.
What about
It's Cody.
Who is the guy from China? Was it Dave?
I think it was Dave.
Yeah.
Dave.
Yeah.
See,
Dave.
I didn't forget about you, Dave.
Hey, get to work, man.
I forgot about you, Dave.
Maybe it wasn't Dave.
Hey, Dave, it was Dave. It was Dave. Yeah.
Dave,
do the dishes.
I love you, and me alone. The other guys don't.
Oh, yeah.
They tried to get rid of me. I'm fucking back.
Hey, I'm banishing you back to the Shadow Realm where you belong.
I'm back from the Shadow Realm.
He wanted to pick up overtime hours rather than come here. Don't listen to his lies, Dave.
Yeah, Dave. He doesn't love no one besides himself.
Don't listen to Chocolate Trump.
Yeah, he wanted to build his own wall over around his house so no one can get in.
Just a wall of forklifts.
Forklifts and chicken. That's all it is.
Yeah, but if the guys have nothing else, then I have nothing else. Oh, I recently bought Grim Hollow. I'm thumbing through it. It's neat.
It's neat.
It's neat.
It is really neat. It is really neat.
Yeah,
I want to make a werewolf next.
Yeah. Patreon. Please subscribe. Leave what part you're going to cut up and use for your own high school project or college project. If you're going to use a college project,
tag me into the Celine Dion cut up
use this for college research. We are not reliable for any failure.
It's true. I mean, I got a bachelor's. What did you have any college? Did you?
I had some college, but no bachelor's.
So we have a no degreed college and a degreed college, but it was an art degree, and then
so it's worthless.
And then a some degree. So
yeah. Even in high school, if you fail, we are not reliable for anything.
We're a jumping off point. We are condensed. I don't even know why I'm talking like this is an actual problem. We don't have enough subscribers for this. We are not even as notoriously known as Cliff Notes. Okay, this is not. I am future probleming, which isn't a problem. Fucking use this. I don't care. Like, all the information we give you is information that you can find on yourself by Googling. Because that's what I did.
That's what we all do.
Yeah, it takes us like an hour or half an hour. We write down the things that we summarize, the little clips and paragraphs. Well, I do, and I put it into a fucking OneNote.
I write all my stuff on a piece of paper.
Yeah, we write down only the things we find interesting, organize it so it's cohesive, and then present it. You know, like a high school presentation.
We even read pretty badly.
That's true.
The reason the Black Friday sales weren't throughout the week was
the gold market
corporate America likes monies.
It's only because they're my friends, and I know that they're just fucking with me, and how many times I give them a hard time that I'm accepting this. Inside, I am crying just a little, and I want to retaliate, but that would just be more white privilege. You unplugged the thing.
Does it not work?
I mean, it probably does the computer speakers, but that's not the point. Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go.
Ryan doesn't mean that stuff. He wants us all to go down in a blaze of glory and take all our stuff in the end.
I've seen your stuff, Andrew. I don't want any of it.
And now it's time for our favorite segment, Smooth Sounds of the Ocean. But instead of Smooth Sounds of the Ocean, it's just me breathing. Enjoy.
You can have Richie come to your house once or twice a week for only a good down payment of $100 an hour.
Plus probably the plane tickets.
And
the hotel he's staying in.
I hope you enjoyed that segment.
I do.
Also, please, donate 10 cents to Richie. It helps him get his food.
No, I help him get his food. That is objectively false.
Okay, let me rephrase that. It helps him get his clothes. Right now, he's only wearing a plastic bag.
Hey, Richie, what are you doing after this? Are you going to your mom's house?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so that's where he gets his clothes.
Hand-me-downs. How disgusting.
I like that pink skirt you're wearing.
It was on sale. Thank you.
Is it really on sale when it's a hand-me-down from your mom?
Yes, it was on sale Black Friday. Thank you very much.
At a Goodwill.
Right.
I had to punch out a few old people for this skirt.
Did you ask your grandma?
Well, now that we're nearing half hour, it's still going to be probably like 15 minutes when I'm done. Subscribe.
Comment what your favorite part is, who your favorite person is, and what you want us to research next.
It doesn't have to be me. It's probably not me. I speak too much. Yeah,
I really enjoyed the smooth sounds of Richie breathing. That was my favorite part of the segment.
Please look into my other channel. I'm like the only person here with another social media, YouTube footprint. We have the Patreon. I only charge $1 a month. So even if I'm not getting stuff, like usually I put some sketches and things that I've been working on there. There would also be the easiest way for you to commission me for specific pieces of work if you are into D&D and stuff and wanted a sketch of your character. That's the easiest way to contact me. Besides, I think I do have my email on the About page or something. If not, I have it on my already in progress YouTube channel. But next time, Richie will have to misread his goddamn phone.
My name is Richie.
My name is Richie, and this is my project.
Anyway, yeah, take care, guys. Goodbye.
See you
Bye.
later.